Welcome to this explainer. We're jumping right into ACIM Lesson 165 today. So whether you're at home or on the go, settle in, clear your mind, and let's go on a guided journey of remembering. We're going to unpack this dense material and make it totally understandable so you can actually apply it to your daily life.
All right, let's get straight to the core lesson today, which is this. Let not my mind deny the thought of God. It sounds incredibly simple, right? But what's so fascinating about this statement is how absolute it is. According to the text, this one single idea is literally the ultimate remedy for all the misery, stress, and anxiety we feel in the world. It's asking us to pause and realize something huge, that the only thing keeping us from profound peace is our own internal denial of our source.
The source material hits us right out of the gate with a brilliant rhetorical question. It asks, what makes this world seem real except your own denial of the truth which lies beyond? This perfectly illustrates the main problem we're all facing. We so often feel like victims of this heavy, difficult world, but the text is suggesting that it's actually our own active denial that creates this heavy illusion. We are the ones putting up the blockades. The truth of our peace is sitting right there, just waiting for us beyond the wall of our own denial. Then, it pushes us a little further with another really powerful question. What but your thoughts of misery and death obscure the perfect happiness and the eternal life your Father wills for you? So the crucial takeaway here is that perfect happiness is actually your natural state. It is what's willed for you. But we choose, and yes, we mistakenly choose, to focus on thoughts of misery, fear, and limitation. It's only our own chosen illusions that hide this eternal life from our view. Literally nothing else is hiding it from us.
Let's look at this as a direct comparison, because the contrast is honestly staggering. On one side, we have the illusion. This is the painful, concealed world we mistakenly choose to invest all our energy into, fueled by thoughts of misery and a belief in finality or death. On the flip side, we have the truth, perfect happiness and eternal life. The text tells us that you already have this joyful reality. So what could keep it from you except your choice to simply not see it? Once we stop denying the truth, it just can't be hidden from us anymore.
Now you might be wondering, what exactly is the thought of God? Well, the text gives us this really beautiful reassurance. It says, the thought of God created you. It left you not, nor have you ever been apart from it an instant. Basically, this means that this eternal source holds you as one. You are an extension of this infinite love, and it has never, ever abandoned you. By this thought you live. It belongs to you. You are completely interconnected with the source, and because it never left you, everything is one with you. Just look at the immense comfort and care this inheritance brings to the table. The thought of God protects you. It cares for you. It gives you profound peace and joy, offering healing and a calm awakening from the struggles of the world. It even says it makes soft your resting place and smooth your way. I love that phrasing. This isn't just some abstract philosophy, you guys. This is a promise of deep, tangible comfort and light in your mind, right here and right now. Which brings us to a really profound question for all of us to think about. The text asks, who would deny his safety and his peace, his joy, his healing, and his peace of mind if he but truly recognized where they abide? I mean, really think about that. If we truly deeply understood what we already possessed, we would instantly drop all of our worthless illusions. We wouldn't waste another second on stress or grievances. We would pack up, go straight to where this peace is found, and make absolutely sure it stays with us.
So the million-dollar question, how do we get there? The text delivers this incredibly empowering message. It says, deny not heaven. It is yours today, but for the asking. That is literally it. You don't need to figure it all out first. You don't need to perceive how incredibly great the gift is or how much your mind will change before it actually arrives. You just need to ask to receive it today. The invitation is wide open, and the only barrier to entry is your willingness to ask.
And guys, there is such a massive sigh of relief offered here. For anyone who has ever felt like, well, my faith just isn't strong enough, the text explicitly says, sureness is not required. It tells us that God is fair. Until you fully welcome this gift, uncertainty is going to remain, and that is perfectly okay. Perfect certainty is not needed to receive this peace. You only need the acceptance. You just have to be willing to open the door, even if your hand is shaking a little bit while you do it.
Building on that relief, the instructions are to simply ask with desire. The text acknowledges our human nature so beautifully here. It says you need not be sure that you request the only thing you want. You might still have conflicting desires or worldly distractions going on, and guess what? Imperfect asking is perfectly fine.
Because the promise is, once you have received this peace, once you finally experience the treasure you've always sought, you will be so sure of its value that you will never want to exchange it for anything else.
This brilliantly illustrates the transformation that happens when you receive that gift. You're basically exchanging your spiritual blindness, which the text equates to deprivation and starving yourself of the nourishment you need, for the seeing eyes of Christ. It's a total shift from a mindset of scarcity and denial to a state of ecstatic vision. Your mind finally lays aside that huge wall of denial we talked about earlier, and you accept the thought of God as your true inheritance. It's the ultimate healing.
Once this shift happens, the text says, all doubting is past. The journey's end is made certain, and salvation is given to you, because abundance dwells in you. Deprivation just can no longer cut you off from God's sustained love. And here is where it gets incredibly inspiring. Now, Christ's power is in your mind to heal as you are healed. It literally says you are among the saviors of the world. Your destiny lies in this healing light, and nowhere else.
Okay, so how do we actually put this into practice today? The source gives us some really clear, reassuring directives. First up, practice today in hope, because that hope is entirely justified. Second, recognize that your doubts are meaningless. Seriously, they are just illusions. And third, we have to count on God and not upon ourselves to give us certainty. Let God's sureness overcome every fear that pops up, knowing that the thought of Him is never absent from your mind.
To bring it all home, let's look at our core lesson one last time. Let not my mind deny the thought of God. As for your practice, there are no specific time intervals listed, so your goal is to do this constantly throughout the day. Every single time you remember, hold on to this thought. Let it be that quiet, peaceful hum in the background of your mind. Before we go, if you found this explainer helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so we can keep diving into these lessons together. I'll leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you willing to stop denying your own happiness today simply by asking for it? Think about that as you go about your day. See you next time.